All right, I'm gonna just let you say your name, where you're from.
Dan Brownlie from London.
And I'm Mel Morley from London.
Awesome. These guys came across just for, and that was the world premiere of Groupchat, just so you know. So I'm wondering, like, when did you guys become friends?
I needed a first AD, and many people recommended her. And that's pretty much it. Haven't looked back since. She became producer, and now we're working on 2 more features, a couple of shorts. So, yeah.
Nice. That's awesome. So, and I'm going to ask you, how did you get into this kind of filmmaking? Like, is it the horror genre that you love?
It is the horror genre, yes. It's very much the horror genre. I got into it. I was asked to do a short film with a friend when I was 31, and it was your typical short film. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I didn't know anything about filmmaking. Filmmaking was something that other people did, and the short was a shit show. But the woman's house we shot it in was a porn director, and she came up to me afterwards and went, "There's something about you. I'll stick with this and just give it a whirl." And I was like, fuck it.
Yeah.
It just
That's
we stuck with it.
awesome. Yeah, how about you, Mel?
Um,
Oops, I know, they're kind of like, I'll cross my legs this way.
I was just a very creepy child that liked horror growing up. And when I finished my film degree, I didn't realise that you could make horror films. And then I found an amazing horror society in London, now called the Independent Horror Society, which is international. And then I met someone there and became an assistant producer on a feature for that, and then moved on to another one from there, and shortly later met Dan.
That's awesome. You guys make a great team for sure.
Thank you.
So this is your, I think you said you've been here a long time ago, but this is your first time in the state, and...
In this state, yeah.
Yeah, in the state.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, North Carolina. And Mel, we were so excited because you said that you're obsessed with the Lost Colony.
Yes.
Yeah, and you guys went over there, was it today or yesterday?
Yesterday.
Okay, I was like, should we text them to make sure they're not lost? What did you think about all that?
I think it's fascinating, the idea, or just anything like this, when something happens and there's just that mystery behind it. I mean, when you hear about it, I do have my own theories. They succumbed to the weather, or maybe some people who already lived here took them out because they didn't want them there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but I don't know. I just find it fascinating. So.
Yeah, I totally understand, and it is weird because I've been out there and my phone signal is dead.
Oh.
Yeah, it's kind of creepy, but so you guys being filmmakers, do you think that you would ever make a film in the U.S.?
Oh yes.
I'd love to.
Dan,
I
take over.
would absolutely fucking love to.
Nice.
Yeah, amazing. I love the US. It's great. It's so
He's been here for 3 days, so woohoo!
this town is so picturesque.
Yeah, it totally is.
Perfect, absolutely perfect.
Yeah, and I don't know if you've had a chance to explore the other parts, but it's...
Kind of, this is the best. We went to the Outer Banks, or the sand bit, yeah, but this...
Oh, you saw the sand.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sort of.
Okay, he's obviously not a Star Wars fan, right? Because that's like
I'm
Tatooine.
a Star Wars fan. That's funny enough how I got into horror films.
Yeah,
I
really?
was obsessed with monsters.
Really?
And from monsters, my brother was into D&D, so that was more monsters. And then horror gave me more monsters. That's so Star Wars was my gateway drug to horror films.
Who was the first one? The first monster?
First one I was obsessed with was Rancor Monster.
Okay, I don't know who that is, but he knows.
Return of the Jedi, it's a big creature that tries to attack Luke Skywalker.
Okay. How about you, Mel? Like, when did you decide? I know you said you were like a creepy kid.
Yes.
Some of us can relate with that. So when did you decide that you could channel that into writing and making films?
I don't know. It took me a really long time to realize that you could do that. I started working on films and commercial projects that had nothing to do with horror, and although it's still fun and everything, making movies and filming things, it just didn't quite hit that mark. And then when I realised you could make horror, that's when I was just truly my happiest. And then meeting other people that loved it as much as I did was, kind of the best part about it.
Yeah, we travel around to horror cons, and it's amazing because the people are so nice.
Yeah.
Like, we get judged, but they're the most gentle and nice people that you can find.
Yeah.
So
that's why we always tend to give. We always tend to give people a break because a lot of people don't know you can do it.
right.
So whenever we have lower budget films, we say to if someone needs a break, if it's your first gig, if it's a small role but you need a credit, we'll always give people a chance because a lot of people have that barrier where they're like, we can't do this. So we like to give people that chance, so like open that door. So it's a small open, so you might not get paid a lot because it's a bugable part, but we've opened a door and that's how things start. Just walk through and then carry on.
Yeah, we've found that as we've been almost 20 years together, more and more people love Halloween and horror, and they're not afraid to say it. So, yeah, I definitely think that that's great. And now you guys are going to be like coming. Like I said, people, these guys, they are going somewhere. So if you haven't met them yet, you should totally take a minute, meet them, because will you forget us when you're famous?
No.
Okay.
Of course not.
Well, I'm always blanking on names. The website.
Halloween Daily News.
Halloween Daily News actually helps me with. I did a documentary, which was the first and only documentary on UK haunt scene, and they helped promote that. And that was 5 years ago. So yes, I've always remembered them since that. So they've always had my support since then.
Nice.
So when I found out they're a sponsor, I was like, that's so cool.
Yeah, that's just mostly him, but I'm trying to weave myself way into that. So what was the first horror film that you guys ever saw, when you were growing up?
Oh, I know. It was a double bill of Madman and The Howling. My dad, one of his many things, he did a mum and pop video shop, and they just had the videos out, and it was about 5 in the afternoon. Me and my friends snuck those two out, and kind of fucking terrified me.
Did you say your parents had a video shop?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
See, that's where you get it from. That's awesome. Is it still open?
Oh no, but my dad kind of had his main job, and he would just do side things. He'd just be like, fuck it, try this, try that. He'd just try anything.
Yeah, for sure. How about you, Mel?
I can't remember which one was first, but I watched Psycho and Poltergeist pretty much around the same time.
Me too. Poltergeist was my first scary movie, and that's because I was raised Catholic, so I believe in all that. That and home invasions are scariest for me.
Yeah.
So I gotta ask you before I open it up to the audience, what's your favorite Halloween candy?
I mean, we don't have candy like you guys have candy, so it's...
So you don't have Halloween? Do you guys have Halloween?
We do.
We got better.
Yeah.
We got better.
But they give
Definitely
you
did trick-or-treating.
buns or something, nutritious?
No, they don't really do it. Well, when I was a kid, they didn't. But over the past 10 years, they've got a lot better.
Okay.
Yeah,
Like I said, people are coming around.
But it's the English candies, English chocolate's better.
Yeah.
We piss all over your chocolate.
Sorry.
But your candy is amazing.
Yeah.
Whenever literally, you should see my suitcase. It is blow malt, cereal, and candy. And that's it. I actually have a pack. You know, you get underwear. It's a bit of a judge. You know, you get underwear and you get a hole and you throw it away. I bring it on holidays, so basically I jettison all underwear as I get it, and then there's more room for candy and cereal. So I pack super, super light, so when I come out here, I can bring as much back as possible.
That's great.
So what's your favorite then?
Oh, I don't know. Cereal, I could tell you.
Which one?
Captain Crunch Berries or...
Oh yeah, that was in your movie, Captain Crunch.
No, funny enough, that isn't. That's Cauldron Crunch, and it was made just for the film.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was done in the Captain Crunch style, but if you look at it, it's actually a witch with a cauldron
Uh-huh.
on it.
Awesome.
My eyes are going, so. But
We'd
that's
got
awesome.
sued if we did Captain Crunch.
That's right.
So aside from Captain Crunch, are you like a Reese's man or a candy corn man? Like there's two
I've
different.
grown to love candy corn.
Yep.
I've grown to love, or not even candy corn. What's the other stuff? Like those apples, those green and red apples. They're banging.
Yeah.
And there's these fake. I don't know. I actually haven't found these buggers. I can't find them. They're really annoying. They're kind of like candy corn-esque. They're not branches. The lettering is different coloured each letter, and they're kind of like witches, cats, bats, spiders, and they're yellow, brown, orange coloured, and they're kind of like candy corn texture.
Did you see those here? Or
Yeah, they've been in every time I've been to America, I found them, and they're generally in Target.
I have not.
But I've not seen them this year, and it's really pissing me off. Cause
Right. Yeah, I've never seen that. That's
and
pretty.
I bring so much that I have them throughout the year. So I put them in a drawer. Every when I fancy them, I kind of have some every now and then in the film.
Yeah, that's awesome for sure. How about you, Mel?
I'm probably a bit boring, but I do love Reese's Pieces.
There you go. Reese's Pieces.
Yeah.
Did you ever see E.T.?
Yes.
Yeah,
I
the
always think
Reese's
of it as
Pieces
well.
were big in there. All right, you guys, do we have any questions from the audience? Yes, mister, in the third row.
Yeah, the closing credits, by the way, fantastic. I think that was brilliant.
Thank you.
What inspired the film, and what was the production process like on that?
Right, okay. The film's actually really dark. My dad died of cancer, which is what happens in the film, and I was in a really shitty relationship. Well, I wasn't really given permission, for lack of a better term, to mourn his passing. So this film was literally my processing of my dad's death, which is why I play the dad at the end, actually wearing this jacket, which is my dad's jacket. So the whole film was done. There's so much of stuff there. It's super, super, super personal. So the script process was literally, I just thought, right, I'm just going to pour myself into a script. And the people, it's quite funny, when I first started passing the script around, I started with friends and family and then worked the way up the professional ladder. And the friends and family were just like, I cried. But as I got more professional, they were like, you need to make this. So I was like, it works perfectly on both ways. And then I'm just a fucking maniac. When I've got my eye on something, I just go for it. So I was like, once it was like, it gets made, it's like, fuck it, I'm making this. And I just draw a line and just went for it. And it's quite as simple as that. But the production, the shooting, that was my house. That was the monster and the woman were sitting opposite each other with cameras pointing in different directions. The girl with the long hair was in the front room, Dean was in my bedroom, and
Rob was in your study.
Rob was in the study. And then
It's a game of Cluedo.
And then the three at the end, the three at the end were actually Dan, who was playing me, who's the guy with long hair. The other guy was Mark, and the other person, another person I know. And Dan was in Rob's room, the camera turned that way. The girl was in Dean's room, the camera turned that way. And Mark was where the monster was, but without the green screen behind him. And it was shot, my theory was, I said I could shoot it in 3 days, and everyone laughed at me. Then I told them how I was going to do it, and they still laughed, but went, oh fuck, you can do this. So the theory was we shoot it like a play. And the reason why there's those adverts is because that's how long the takes were. So there were 30-minute takes. So 30-minute takes, 3 days, that's each day we can get a section done and then a day for pickups. So yeah, it's just kind of banana. I got this absolute fucking genius on board. And I mean, I could not have done it without her. Like, I called myself a producer till I worked with her. And I was like, oh, this is what a producer does. I'm not a producer. Maybe co-producer.
But yeah. You are an actor momentarily in this film, aren't you? A zombie?
I played Dad at the end, yeah. Yeah, he's man.
Nice.
Do you want to comment on the production of this?
It adds a special touch.
Yeah, I mean, it was a insane, very unconventional production. It's nothing that I've worked on before, and it was definitely a challenge. It's a Screenlife, which, you know, obviously is a hit and miss with a lot of people. With this one, it was essentially we needed to make it with a lot of realism, and as if you just kind of turned on the TV and you saw that, we would hope that you would think it is just a normal stream. And that's where the pacing comes from, and the way they talk to each other, and how it kind of all just comes together. But it's also just a challenge because, you know, that's what indie film can be like if you don't have everything you need to create it. And we used everything we had to get it done. Obviously, we paid everyone. That's just what you do.
Now you're broke. No.
But then we just made it work. But yeah, we just made it work. And
I have a question. Did Groupchat start out as a short film?
No.
no.
Okay,
It's
so you
always-
guys
it's
were
always-
like feature
always a
all the
feature.
way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you noticed, but Dan can like really talk. So
Oh,
that's how
I
he
didn't
writes.
know that.
So he literally, the way you like hear the dialogue in that is how he talks. So that has Dan, if you were to watch it again and take little sound bites here and there, those would pretty much be what you would hear from him, like little quotes that he would say. So it is 100% Dan, this movie.
Also, it's weird because you mentioned the end credits. Just a fun fact:
yeah.
the people in the end credits are actually named after Nordic trolls because they're trolled in the film. So I googled Nordic trolls and grabbed the names of the Nordic trolls, and that's why that's what named after.
That's awesome. So what do you guys think? Are you gonna like hang out for a while together because you work so well together?
We just shot a short, which is called Untitled Found Footage Movie,
Okay.
which we can't talk about,
Okay.
bar the fact it is a trailer for the film we want to make, and it is actually genuinely original, never been done.
Nice.
Which is why it's called Untitled. It's got a title, but the title's a giveaway, so it's called Untitled but it is so fucking dumb, but so amazing. And the very few people signed the NDAs were like, "Oh my god, that's so dumb, but so amazing." I was like, "Right?"
But no one can talk about it.
But no one could talk about it. It's really frustrating. But
Okay, we're gonna have to like keep our eyes out for that one.
We'll be entering it next year. We also have we did a film we wrote wire at script called Serial Killer, about cereal which turns people into zombies.
Isn't that like your YouTube name?
Yes, no, my YouTube is serial and horror stuff.
Okay, the serial. Yeah, if you search for the serial, because he's been following you.
Oh, I do cereal reviews. Yeah, I'm obsessed with American cereal because English cereal's fucking awful.
All right, my favorite is Lucky Charms.
That sucks. That is the one I don't like. That is the one American one I don't like. It's awful. I'm sorry, it's awful. That's the only thing we had with marshmallows as a kid, apart from Rice Cools that had marshmallows, and that sucks as well. But apart from that,
Sorry, like Captain Crunch. I'm like,
Captain Crunch berries. And if you want to go serious, Captain Crunch all berries.
I don't know.
Two bowls turns your mouth numb.
I'm like grew up in the '80s. I loved rainbows and like
Okay. Fruity Pebbles then.
Yeah.
The colour of the rainbow.
Yeah. So, how about anybody else out there? Yes, ma'am.
Chocolate Rice Krispies.
Rice Krispies suck as well. All English. Actually, no.
You can stand up if you want so they know, because it's kind of hard to see up here.
Eat a Rice Krispie treat, tell me that.
Oh no, Rice Krispie treats. That's different. You get any fucking cereal and cover it in marshmallow. That's up the notch. But Rice Krispies up. Rice Krispies is treats. So do you even get Rice Krispies? Like normal Rice Krispies?
We do.
Do you? Jesus,
Yeah.
wet.
And all I know
I
is
thought they
that
just
like,
had the
the
treats 'cause they saw-
marshmallow is like super glue, and if you try to like make it, it's really, really hard.
I've actually got the caramel ones in my bag.
What?
Yeah.
No, those are squares, Dan.
Squares, are they squares?
They're squares.
They're Rice Krispie treats.
It's not the same thing.
Is it?
It's not the same thing.
Okay.
I was like, I'm gonna get to try it.
Yes,
If
you
you
still have marshmallow squares?
Yeah, but
crispy
not
treat.
Trust me.
All right, so
Different.
ma'am, you had a question. You can go ahead and stand up.
Just an off-the-shop one. When you sit here and you see the film you made, is there anything that jumped out at you that you would have changed?
That's a good question.
The post-production was
Yeah.
exceptionally challenging. It's a blunt way of putting it. Not that people are fucking arseholes, which is the actual way of putting it. But the cast, no. The cast are fucking fantastic. And the thing is that because it was shot like they were half-hour takes, So, and people had to be on screen when they had no dialogue. So I gave them a lot of freedom. I said, look, unless it's going to mess up someone else's line, go for it. But if you want to do something that messes people up to enhance a film, do that. So when the guy brings up the doll, no one knew, including Mel and I, knew he was going to do that. So the actual film itself was perfection in its chaos, because it was. And the lead, our original lead, pulled out 9 days before the shoot. And this was after 2 months of rehearsals and blocking and doing all this. So Amy, who's very, very professional, said, all right, speak to my manager. And by the time we got through her manager, I think she had, 4 days? 3 days to learn 30-page blocks of script, and that's what she did.
Yeah.
So if I'd have changed something, may not have had her. And she was amazing. So yeah, everything, I mean, to me, it's perfection in chaos form. It's brilliant.
Nice. And you guys, you actually had like a big name.
Yeah.
Oh, me? Yes, I played the zombie again.
Yes. You better look out, because if like The Walking Dead makes a reboot, you're going to be the star.
I'll be the star.
All right. Anybody else have a question?
I actually have one more question.
Yeah.
How many takes did y'all do per segment?
3.
Yeah, we didn't. We couldn't really do any more because it had to be shot in that way. There was just no other way of doing it, and that's why when we did do the casting, when we did do the casting, it was kind of like we had to find people with theatre experience so that they understood, because we're shooting it like a play. It is essentially like a play in most ways, but we did not have time to do any more than 2 to 3 takes at a time, because it takes 20 odd minutes to do one take. So to make sure that everyone gets in, like after doing makeup and everyone's prepping, and then once you hit turnover, that's it. The time is already gone, essentially. So, and then you've got to make sure people got to get food and everything, then we're not going over. And we finish on time every single day. So
We actually wrapped early.
on one day, yeah.
But by 15 minutes.
15 minutes.
Which is still, for indie film, is pretty fucking impressive.
Yeah.
But it's actually quite fun. As you said, we shot it in order. So to create the mood, I'd fuck with the people anyway. I'd have like the girl has the stuff flies off the shelves. Each take was a different timing, because I wanted her to react honestly, and especially the last thump one. It was different every time. But before people got on to, not really on set, 'cause the house and set, before they really got into makeup, I'd sort of fuck with them a little bit, where, because it's set around Halloween, which is why it's so perfect to be in this festival, as you can see, like the decorations in the background. On day one, when everyone was cheering happy, there was pumpkin spice candles, and I was playing like the horror pops. Don't you know the horror pops? They're kind of like rockabilly pop punk. And then the next day, I had a pumpkin spice candle, and then a Halloween Horror Nights candle, which is meant to smell like the houses. And then it was a bit heavier. It was like the Creep Show, which is horror punk. And on the third day, as soon as they walked in, it was just the Halloween Horror Nights candle, and it was like Dream Nails and like femcore hard bands. So each day they came in, before they even got in the set, the point was to get them psychologically in the mood, whether they knew it or not. And I never told any of them I did it. I still haven't told any of them I did it, but yeah, it was a fun thing to do. It was just an experiment to see if it enhanced the mood each day.
Nice. So in total, how long did it take you guys to shoot this?
4 days.
4 days?
4 days.
Wow.
Section 1, 2, and 3. Day 1, 2, and 3, and the 4th day was the heavy makeup.
Wow, that's pretty impressive.
I'm not gonna be humble about
not
this.
doing it.
Yeah, I think afterwards Mel was like, that was an amazing, rewarding experience, but like, fuck, I'm doing that again. Fair play. But it was brilliant. It was really,
Yeah,
really good.
that's so awesome that you guys were able to work together like that. Any questions? Oh, somebody has a question.
Well, we talked a little bit earlier, but I love the ending of the movie. Well, I love the closing credits too. That was brilliant. I agree. But I love how the movie, you know, you talked about it coming from such a personal place, and so much of it is like just this game, and maybe there's more going on, and then in the final section, it kind of goes big and possibly even global At what point when you were writing it did you realize that that's how you were going to wrap it? It was going to go big at the end, as far as what you were suggesting and the theming and all of that.
It was always going to go global.
Okay.
That was the point. Because the point was, it's the whole point of making it as YouTube a reality as possible is that you do watch YouTube everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole point was that if you created this spell where if someone watched it, it would create it. That's how you start the zombie apocalypse. Because
Right.
if something goes viral on YouTube and it's played all over the world,
Right.
I'm not sure when I decided how to show that, but I know I did have in the original script, there was originally, I don't think it was a French person, I think it was Spanish and Japanese, and we ended up with French and Chinese. Although, I think those two may have been telling the same story, because I don't speak either language, and I think I may have sent them the same block of script. So
Well, they had the same page,
yeah.
and I think they both chose the same one.
Yeah.
But because we didn't know the language they were speaking, we didn't realise until after.
Yeah, you said some of them said don't trust Kevin at the end, and the thing is like not sure if you know the Horror Junkies. Do you know them? Yeah, that's Mike from Horror Junkies, and of course it's Daily Dead right at the end.
Yeah.
So we were trying to get personalities involved as well, because again I mean it's not real because it's the zombies and monsters, but we were trying to but if you're watching and you're buying into that reality, I wanted to get some actual known horror people, which is why we got Debbie Rocham as well. She's a friend of mine. I love that woman
Nice.
so much.
She's a big name in the horror community.
Oh, she is amazing. I worked with her on a film about 2012, and we just became friends.
Nice.
And yeah, and anything I can get her in, I'll get her in. She's absolutely amazing. Such a wonderful human being.
Oh,
You're gonna make all these black shirts be like.
And fun thing, if you watch her scene again in the corner, there's a Killer Clowns from Outer Space mug, because that's how we bonded on set. We both love that film. So she put that cup in the corner for me. Which was quite
Aw,
nice.
that's so awesome. Yeah, we love to hear about like the little things that have been placed.
Oh, there's
the
loads.
Easter eggs, right?
Okay, here's Tiltude at the end, to the YouTube. It's my dad always named his businesses after my mum. His name's Tilly.
Aw.
So when it's shipping business, it's Till Ship. It was Till Hire for hiring Till Video for videos. So because this is about the passing of my father, it's in his honour, the Till Tube was instead of YouTube.